Welcome back to the channel. I'm Crypto Trend Trader, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ethereum on the daily chart. But before I get started, I'd like to remind you it's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These markets are extremely volatile, so please do your own research. Alright, so here we got Ethereum Kraken chart, and we are on the daily time frame right now. And basically, I just got some moving averages pulled up here, and we're just going to do the lowdown real quick. We have been basically in the downtrend. We got the bounce up here. We got the big bounce. Now we're entering back into a downtrend here. Again, we just got a relief rally coming off of it. When we got that relief rally, we were trying to get above the 200 moving averages. When we failed to do that, we sold off violently. That was basically the defense of the death cross right here. And when that defense failed right there and we sold off, we came down here, put in a new low, and then we double bottom basically and then moved back up. And now you'll see what's happening here is we got all the way back up to the 10, the red moving average, and then we pushed up to the 21, and then we immediately sold off violently back to the 10, found no support at all, and then sold off again. We've consolidated a little bit here. We got like a little push back up, but that's extremely bearish. When you come back up here like that and you get rejected and then sell off violently like that, that's very bearish. If it would have sold off like this and then found support and still closed above the 10, I'd be a lot more bullish for a potential move back up here, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. With the way that sold off violently, came back up, that just looks like a reaction rally or a relief rally, and then we're going to get that up to the support, test the support as resistance now, and then sell back off here. So that is the daily. I'm going to switch to a little bit shorter of a time frame here. We're going to go over to the 4 hour for a minute here, and you'll see it's basically the same scenario again, just smaller. We came down, we were under the 10, couldn't break above it, finally got above the 21, couldn't find it as support, sold back off below it. We pushed back up it again. We got the positive cross here, the 1021, which is like the first sign that we're going to be moving into an uptrend. And then we came up, busted through the 50, found support, came up to 90, and the 200 were lined up perfectly. And we moved above it, but when we closed below it here and then immediately sold off, it's the same thing. It's the market telling you that it's weak. There's way more sellers than buyers up here. So we just continue to sell off after that. And then we didn't find support on any of these moving averages yet. We got all the way back down to the 21, sold off through it, but then we closed above it. So now we're looking to happen right here. This is crucial, whatever happens here. If we don't find support and continue to close above the 21 and then, get a move up here, we're just going to sell back off again. And that's what it looks like is going to happen here. We found like that initial bounce support. We like this type of thing right here. It bounces, we get a lower high, and then sells back off. So I think it's going to come down here, bounce. We may even move up above here to like the 180 range. But I think it's going to just continue to sell right back off again. And then we'll pull up a couple of indicators. We got the TJD Jewel, and this one is basically, it's showing exactly what we talked about. We got the blue above, curving down, negative slope, coming towards the purple, and then eventually these will cross if price continues to go down. We got like the reaction bump right here, and then we would expect this to come up just a little more, turn green, and then sell back off and give us like the same type of signature right here. That's what we're basically looking for. But you see the purple is already in like a weak slope trending upwards, as opposed to here we had a strong slope, and the blue is trending down at about the same speed. So the blue is going to get more violent as it comes down, and the purple is going to level off faster. And once it levels off, you're going to see it enters into like that downtrend. And then you'll see again that same signature where it comes down here, it gets like that initial bounce and then comes up again, and then it sells off, and we get the continuation. So this may even turn green here and then sell off, get the continuation. So, and then and you'll see it's that same exact signature. It's telling us sell right here. It's telling us sell through here. We get the continuation down. And then the TJD, TD MACD, we have the histograms already read and entered downward. We do still have the positive slope on the blue, but it's not as reliable through like a consolidation period because it can flip back and forth so easily because the slope never gets like an extreme. So, but there we have it. That's Ethereum. I think basically like target wise, we'll pull up some field levels here. We have been acting throughout this channel here. Basically we come down here, we got the bottom, come up, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, top. So you see we have a bunch of points on each of them. Matter of fact, you could really extend that out just to see, even though we didn't get the close over there. But you see we have 2 here and we have 3 here. Really, depending how you want to call it, but I would call that 2 and 3. So we can confirm this is essentially a channel. And what happens with this is you get the violent sell-off, price slowly creeps up, and then it finally gets high enough, and then you'll get the violent sell-off again. So if we just do like the basic measure move on this, we just measure the channel here. Assuming we just like came down here and broke it right now, we would pretty much be looking at that same low here, that triple bottom. But it's possible that we would sell off and then just get a consolidation and sell off again. This red line here is like a massive support line that we have interacted with quite a bunch. And then as far as like the fibs go, we made it almost back up to the 618 on that push, and then we did sell off. So I think at this point in time we're most likely going to continue to sell off, but we'll watch this channel and see how we interact here with this support line here from the other Fibonacci, because that gave us a solid resistance. And when we come down, if we don't hold on these moving averages, we're just going to keep selling off. We're also very close to that SAR line, so if we do even come back down to like this 173 range, we're going to tag that SAR and turn it red again and then signal the dump. So, but there you have it, guys. That's Ethereum on the daily and 4 hour for Kraken. Crypto Trend Trader signing off.